If you oppose Disney Star Wars, you are instantly attacked on social media by the deranged people who are obsessed with protecting this company. And recently, Star Wars Theory actually had to threaten a lawsuit against Wikipedia for accusing him and his followers of sending them death threats. But now we know these lunatics have gone after Star Wars Theory, sending him absolutely disgusting threats. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube membership. So this all started a couple of days ago now with, of course, Star Wars Theory threatening a lawsuit against Wikipedia. An ex-user, Ash Radar, accused Star Wars Theory of sending his followers to issue death threats in a now-deleted post. She wrote on X, "Hey Star Wars Theory, these are your people sending death threats. Time to rein them in, condemn what they are doing, time to put your money where your mouth is, and back up your be respectful spiel you always say." And of course, he always tells his followers to be respectful because we're just human beings who simply have different opinions. But of course, these lunatics always take it 5 steps too far. They don't let go of things, and they do not forgive. They do not forget. And of course, Star Wars Theory is simply a YouTuber who's talking about new Star Wars content and the franchise in totality. He does not control what other people do on social media. Again, he tries to tell people to be respectful, but he does not control them. He can't tell them you can't say this thing online, even, if it's nasty. But of course, he responded to this in a very simple way, saying politely, "F yourself. These aren't my people. Don't attach that to me or there will be serious consequences for you." Yeah, because they're accusing him of sending people after them. "These are people on their own, nothing to do with me. Please find where I have instructed people to send death threats to anyone, quite the opposite." And again, it is true. He tells people constantly to be kind because we're just human beings who have different opinions. But of course, now Master of the TDS has gone through some of the X posts about Star Wars Theory, and it is absolutely rich because Wikipedia accused Star Wars Theory and his followers of sending death threats. But what just happened with Wikipedia followers? You guessed it, they are saying absolutely disgusting things about Star Wars Theory. Honestly, some things that I can't even say on YouTube without getting in trouble. People are definitely very vocal with their dislike of him, simply a guy talking about a franchise. I think we'd be better off as a species if we just yeeted these losers into the sun. Someone needs to get rid of this man. Can we kill this guy? The Star Wars fandom just needs to be nuked at this point. My thoughts are that we need to do a public kill of Star Wars Theory. I'll be selling popcorns. I mean, these people are saying absolutely disgusting things, saying, "Oh, I hope that he is harmed, and we should make an event out of it. We should profit off of it." I mean, you cannot make this type of stuff up. And keep in mind, Wikipedia, they did not show any proof that they were receiving any sort of threats at this level. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and say it absolutely did not happen, but at the same time, if you are going to make these very intense claims, you need to back it up with some kind of evidence. And of course, Star Wars Theory retweeted it and said, "How is this acceptable?" It is not acceptable, and this is the problem, is that now Wikipedia is facing a massive issue where they look awful, where their followers are actually proven to be doing these disgusting things. It's never okay for people to send death threats just because you happen to talk negatively about a franchise, and tons of people are saying the same thing. The one about, cutting things off was what got me to make that post. Some of them aren't as bad, but that one is something else. It's true. Very detailed posts here. I mean, it is absolutely disgusting. Weirdest part is Disney is probably paying for these. Yeah, I mean, I expected a wave of bots to go after Star Wars Theory and say something generic like, oh, we all should unsubscribe. He's, a hater and he's toxic, something like that. But these are real people saying these very awful things. People are also saying, these are the same people who are crying about getting threats but never showed the receipts when asked. I mean, yeah, Wikipedia had multiple chances over the past couple of days to, simply post 2 or 3 examples of what they're claiming is happening to them, but they didn't, which is mighty suspicious. And then suddenly Theory is being, attacked with these disgusting posts. I mean, it's all very suspicious. And of course, a big part of this is the Acolyte. He has been reacting to the recent Acolyte episodes, and it seems like these people are really upset with the fact that he's not happy with what they've created. I mean, of course, if you even look at people like Leslie Headland and Amanda Stenberg, the lead actress and the, of course, showrunner of this series, they are melting down as well. These people are not right in the head. They are not sane individuals because Leslie Headland has said, oh, people don't understand, and if they're just calling them lesbian space witches, it's clear that they're not paying attention when that's just a straight up lie. They are lesbian space witches, and we have seen a multitude of retcons with the Acolyte. And then we have Amanda Stenberg going into music videos, twerking and rapping. I don't even want to call it that because she's basically just talking really low and she's whispering about racism and about how we are being mean to her on the internet. I mean, these should not be responses that Lucasfilm and of course Disney allows. These are not responses that should be acceptable from a, company of their size. And of course, their showrunners and their actresses should be going into professional level interviews if they want to actually talk about how much backlash there has been to the series. But another problem with these people is that they feel that they are always right. It's always rules for thee, but not for me. Leslie Headland can call people racist, sexists, bigots, all the different ists and phobes. But if we say, oh, we don't like a series, they attack us and they call us these terrible things. And just looking at the content they're creating, it's not like they're creating something amazing and we just happen to have people behind the scenes that are generally terrible people. They're not creating anything good because these people don't know anything about the franchise. They don't care about the fans and they don't care about making this company money. Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, they need to rethink their strategy. The Force is female is not working, and we even know that Charmin Obeyed Chinoy, who of course is doing the Rey movie, has even come out recently and reaffirmed the fact that she is going to be injecting feminism into her Star Wars series. So I just don't expect them to change anytime soon. And of course, the followers of the Acolyte and the lovers, the Shills media, they're not going to cover the fact that Star Wars Theory is receiving death threats, and clearly the people sending him the death threats are not going to apologize because they feel that they can do no wrong. So of course, I hope that these stop, obviously, but unfortunately, I don't see it happening with these lunatics. They cry about us being toxic Star Wars fans when they come out and do something absolutely awful like this and expect us to just stay silent and accept the fact that, oh, they don't like us, when that's definitely not going to happen. So I will be keeping my eye on this situation to see if Wikipedia says anything and makes an apology, because of course, if Star Wars Theory is supposed to, rein in his audience, Wikipedia should also apologize and try to rein in theirs, which I highly doubt is going to happen. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.